As we near Halloween, I have a fun topic today to discuss. Things to know when buying or selling a haunted house. Thanks for joining me today. I am Rosa Helen with Intero Real Estate. A stigmatized property is a house that prospective buyers might shun based on an event such as a murder or suicide that happened at the home. Haunted houses are labeled as stigmatized properties, but they can be highly sought after. But do people really seek out haunted houses to actually live in? Absolutely. In a Zillow survey of prospective buyers, 29% said they were more likely to buy a home if it was haunted. Only 33% said that nothing could convince them to buy a house they would have to share with spirits. Some people want their house to be haunted, says Noah Lee, founder and lead investigator for Paranormal Investigators of Milwaukee, a nonprofit group that has conducted hundreds of investigations since its founding in 2007. It's something they see as a point of pride, something fun and interesting. Others may be comforted by the idea that a loved one who passed is still present, he says, or they may be susceptible to suggestions that otherwise innocuous happenings are tied to a tragedy that happened in the home. What is a seller required to disclose about suspected ghosts? Real estate law varies by state and city, so ultimately there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer when it comes to disclosing information about a home's reputation as a hangout for spirits. But if you ever publicly claim that your house is haunted, you're required to share that information with potential buyers. This is due to Stambovsky versus Ackley, a New York Supreme Court ruling commonly referred to as the Ghostbusters ruling. The ruling states that a homeowner who publicly advertises that their house is haunted by ghosts must disclose that information when selling it. Here in California, disclosure of deaths at home must be disclosed. I often advise sellers when disclosing information to potential buyers that if something is relevant and is a material fact that might affect the buyer's decision to buy your house or not, then that information must be disclosed. Does a seller have to disclose phenomena like unexplained noises? Well, it depends. Not every locale or state requires disclosure of events that might attach a stigma to a home, but sellers generally are required to disclose conditions that could negatively affect the property's value, and they can be held liable if they don't. Unexplained noises inside a home could be caused by some kind of structural issue, plumbing issues, or unexpected intruding pests or animals. A buyer and their agent should look closely to find out what those issues are. Getting a home inspection is one way to do that. Do haunted houses come with smaller price tags? Homes associated with ghost stories tend to sell at a lower price, mostly because they're older estates that have been neglected, says Marianne Bornhoft, a Washington-based realtor who specializes in historic homes. By her own estimate, about 20% of the estates she sold over the years have been homes where people have died, some by their own hands or the hands of others. All of them sold, she says, as long as the price was right. This tracks with a recent Zillow survey, which found that 35% of buyers said they would be convinced to buy a haunted house if it was priced lower than the rest of the market. I hope you found today's topic helpful and interesting. Maybe you will visit a haunted house or two this Halloween. Have a great time, and when you have a home to sell, haunted or not, please reach out and I will be sure to guide you through the process. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Rosa Helen, offering you peace of mind in all your real estate needs.